Hello and welcome to another People's Live here from Edinburgh, and today it is all about this car right here, the all-electric Ford Capri. If you are just joining us, hi, my name is Colin. We're here in Edinburgh. Lots of people in the showroom here, lots of energy, lots of excitement. That is what I like to see. I'm going to change this to my Facebook so I can see any comments that are coming in. My name is Colin. Today we are going to be showing you all about this brand new all-electric Capri. How it looks on the outside, how it looks on the inside, as well as a couple of very enticing offers to get you over the line with this one, because it's a really stunning car for multiple reasons. And in the next few minutes or so, I'm going to tell you exactly why. So if you are just joining us, thank you very much for being here. Do let me know where you are in the world. We're here in, I was going to say sunny Edinburgh. It's cloudy Edinburgh today. It's a busy showroom, lots of people coming in and out. Do let me know where you are, and we're going to take you on this tour of exactly what the all-electric Ford Capri is all about. Outside, inside, and a couple of offers as well to talk about. The first one is the Easter savings event here at People's, and that means if you buy any new or used car, you get a choice of a People's Perk, and that is either a dash cam, an overnight stay for two at a choice of almost 200 hotels, or indeed a gift voucher to spend at the likes of Amazon or Tesco. And the second offer, which I'm going to talk about a lot through this live, is indeed Ford's Power Promise, and that is designed to get you all-electric ready. If you buy, for example, this all-electric Ford Capri, you get a free wallbox home installation charger, which means you can charge this from home, easy peasy. You also get up to 10,000 miles free charging credit, as well as a host of, well, a couple other choices really. 5 years free servicing with roadside assistance, or indeed a £500 saving on this particular car. All right, we're going to head round the back because it's getting nice and busy here at the dealership here in Edinburgh. Do let me know where you are in the world. People's, of course, we have a dealership in Falkirk. We've got one in Liverpool, well, Speke to be precise, and one here in Edinburgh. This is the back of the Capri. It is a beautiful, beautiful car, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a full tour of exactly what this car is all about, both on the outside and on the inside. It's the all-electric ode to the original, the much-loved Capri from the 70s and 80s, and this is the evolution of the car. In Ford's words, this is what they believe the Capri would have ended up looking like if the production had been continuous over the last 40 years. All right, let's start with looking at the back of this Capri before we move into the rest of this car. In fact, let's go from here, shall we? So I want to be able to open the boot. And hi to everyone who is joining us. Here to look at the all-electric Ford Capri, and this, to me, is one of my favorite aspects of the car. It's the shape. I'm going to take this actually slightly wider so you can see me as well. The car is just so big, it's difficult to fit everything in. All right. So the all-electric Ford Capri looks like this once we open the boot. It has, as I'm going to show you in just a second, 572 litres of boot space. What does that mean? Well, it's about 4 airport luggage suitcases. A big, big amount of boot space. Let me show you inside. Now, for example, if I sit right here and I reach back, you can see just how much space is in here. 572 litres, or about 4 big airport or airline suitcases you can fit in this comfortably. It's a lot of leg room, a lot of boot space for you to use. All right, we close this up. I'll show you again the back of this car. This is the all-electric Ford Capri. If you are just joining us, I think it's a stunning, stunning car. I'm going to take you around the front, and you can see exactly what you're getting in for. And then we'll talk about the Ford's Power Promise again. One thing I'm going to draw your attention to here is actually the size of the wheels. This is a 21-inch alloy, and if I crouch down, you can see from my foot to my shoulder, it's basically the size of the wheel. So this is a big SUV car, and the fact that this is 21 inches and it's a beautiful, like, two-toned alloy in particular, that's what I really like about this. give you a little close-up if I can. There we go. I need to lower it. That's what I'm doing here. But it's a 21-inch alloy wheels. Another part that makes this car a real standout. So let me take you around to the front before we step inside. We have, yes, the windows are down. Excellent. This is just a look inside. I will take a step inside in just a few minutes' time. And then here we are, around the front of the all-electric Ford Capri. Do let me know in the comments where you are in the world. We are here in Edinburgh, and this is the car that we are focusing on today. A tour of the outside, then we're going to head inside and talk about a couple of enticing offers to get you over the line with this car. The first one being Ford's Power Promise. That is Ford's commitment to getting you all electric ready, confident with your electric car. And that means that when you buy one of these electric vehicles with Ford, you get free wall box installation at home. You can charge this from home. You also get up to 10,000 miles free charging credit, plus 5-year free servicing and roadside assistance, or £500 saving. And it's nicely summarized. My glamorous assistant has got ready for me. Look at that. It's what Ford's Power Promise is all about. It's their commitment to getting you electric car ready. All right, let's take you around this side of the car. Once again, getting nice and busy. You can hear Shannon in the background explaining to people what we're doing. Hi, Shannon. This car, in particular, the front, is one of the most striking things about the Capri. It's just how much of a head turner it really is on the roads. And in particular, we have these headlights, which are glare-free matrix LEDs. And that means if you are, and I hate the feeling of it, when you're driving along a dark road and a car coming towards you does sort of blind you, dazzle you with their headlights, this is the total opposite. It's designed to make driving, both for you but for other people, nice and simple. All right, let's head round to the side. This is a 5-door. It comes in 2 models, the Select and the Premium. This is the Premium model in a range of colors as well. Here at People's Edinburgh, we have, I can see a white Capri outside. This, of course, is the yellow. I think this is beautiful in the yellow. But do let me know what you think. What color would you like your Capri to be in? This, to me, is, I think it's a really stunning choice for the Capri. Okay, let's take you around to the driver's side and get you in the driver's seat. We'll talk about what it's like to be sat in here. I'll take you off the tripods and into the vehicle. If you are just joining us, this is the all-electric Ford Capri. I'm going to show you exactly what it's all about inside. As a reminder, if you are just joining us, there is a Easter savings event happening this weekend until Monday as I sit in the Capri. And that means that if you buy a new or a used Ford or a used car, just a used car this weekend at People's, you have a choice of a perk, and that is either the dash cam or it's a night away for 2 at a choice of almost 200 hotels, or a gift voucher that you can spend at the likes of Amazon or Tesco, and that applies until Monday. So if you're thinking of buying a new or a used car, there's your reason to do so. If you're looking to buy a Ford like this beautiful all-electric Ford Capri that I'm in today, then Ford's Power Promise is all about making that transition to going all-electric as easy as possible. Stick around. I'm going to explain that in more detail in just a second, but we are sitting inside the all-electric Capri, so let me show you. This is what we're looking at. So if you're sitting in the driver's seat, this is what you're going to see. A very, very simple, minimalistic dash. We have, for example, our battery percentage, what our range is, as well as how many miles you have done in this car, which currently, I think this car has only done 20 miles. It's almost brand new. Fantastic. Then on our right here, we have essentially the gear stick. This is an automatic car. So all we need, if you can see that, is essentially just these few letters here. I twist this. I can put it into drive, neutral, reverse. But of course, I am inside the dealership, so I'm going to avoid turning on the car because because there are about 20 people in your vicinity. We're going to avoid any accidents today. All right, turning it back around, we can see that on my left here, we have a 14.6-inch touchscreen. And this I really like about this. It is numerous things. The first is that with this all-electric Capri, we have this little button here. And this is your EV route planning. Now, what that means is that if you're taking a drive, for example, you can see exactly where your nearest EV charging stations are. I can see Ben saying it looks cool. Yes, it does. I'm a big fan of these. The fact that this Capri just seems very modern and also looks beautiful as well. Very much appreciate the comment. Thank you very much. But let me show you once again the EV route planning, which looks a little something like this. So, for example, if I'm wanting to drive, let's say from Edinburgh to, I don't know, let's go to Livingston. It's essentially going to show for me exactly where I can charge the car. So, just 6.4 miles away, we've got a 51 kilowatt charger. We've got the slightly slower ones at Ferry Toll. We've got a 22 kilowatt one at Dalgety Bay, Inverkeithing. And then the further down we go, Belknowes, we've got a 22 kilowatt one there. Fife College has one as well, a 50 kilowatt at Primrose Lane. And what this does is it just takes the scariness away from driving a longer distance. But speaking of range, let's talk about that. This all-electric Ford Capri has a range of up to 389 miles or 299 miles for motorway driving. Of course, that's more intensive than if you were just driving along the A and B roads of the far north. So 389 is its range, generally 299 for motorway driving. And that means that, for example, let's say you were driving to People's Liverpool and you wanted to make sure you had peace of mind for getting there and being able to charge if you had to. This is where the EV route planning comes in handy, because I can just see exactly where I can charge it. And let's say I want to go to this one here at Stephen's Bakery. It's showing me exactly where it is. It's in Rosyth. Let's see if I press start.
Please drive to the route shown.
There we go.
The destination is on a limited access road.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And that is the voice activated command, basically just showing me, look how easy this is. Just 2 fingers, twisting it around. There's my route, and that's taking me straight to the EV charger of choice. So thank you once again for your comments. If you're just joining us, this is the all-electric Ford Capri. I'm going to get out and show you the car once again. And as a reminder, there's a couple of offers to mention. The first one, it's an Easter savings event here at People's, and that means if you buy a new or a used car, you get your choice of People's Perk. And that can be either a dash cam, an overnight stay for 2, or indeed a gift voucher. And also the second offer is Ford's Power Promise. You can look this up and find out all the details, but essentially it's about making the switch to all electric as easy as possible, as convenient, as affordable as can be. And that means that when you buy, for example, this all-electric Capri, which I'm going to take you outside and show you in just a second, you get a free Wallbox home charger installation, up to 10,000 miles, free charging credit, 5 years servicing and roadside assistance, or a £500 saving on your car. That is as good an offer as you will find anywhere when you're buying a new car, particularly this beautiful all-electric Capri. All right, we've talked about the EV route planning. So let me take you back to this 14.6-inch touchscreen. There it is there. And one thing I really like about this, and this is in a few Fords, I've seen this in a couple, but I really like it. We have essentially a private locker, a secret compartment. So if, for example, I'm nipping out to the shops and I'm going to leave my phone, but I don't want to leave it on the dash, I don't want to leave it on my seat, I can simply click this, push it, and hey, we have a private locker. I can then pull this and it shuts once again. And when I lock the car, this locks too. So it's a really, really nice touch. And it means that you have that peace of mind if you do have to leave the car. All right, couple other things to show you here. Of course, we have a huge amount of storage space just at my left arm here. You can show it's about enough space for a laptop, I would say. Here we've got a couple of drinks holders, and then all important, wireless charging. If, for example, this live continues on for a couple of hours and I needed to charge the phone, I can do that. I simply have to slip it in there and it does the job for me. Because it's all electric, it charges seamlessly. The days of having to store various cables and USB chargers in your car are gone because you have wireless charging in this all-electric Capri. All right, couple more things to show you. Now, of course, I'm limited by the fact that we're inside a dealership, so I'm going to avoid starting the car because safety is our priority here at People. But let me show you a couple further things. I have my heated seats right here. If I so wish, I can turn that on for the driver. I can also turn it on for the passenger. And then down my right-hand side here, there is a massage button. So if, for example, I'm driving for a few hours on the motorway in this Capri, I can press this massage button, and essentially it's going to send some movement, I'm going to say, to my lower back and to my lower legs, so my upper legs, I should say, my thighs. And it's just going to get them moving, get some stimulation going there, because we know what it's like when you've been sat in a car for a while, driving to a Liverpool or Manchester or somewhere up north, and you do need some stimulation, some movement. This Capri has you covered with that massage feature button. I'll show you it on the way out of the car. All right, a couple more features. There's so much to look at in this car. Let me tap up here. So for example, if I press this, we have a whole range of options really nicely laid out, whether that is the radio, the media, the navigation, charging, driver assistance, the driving profile, or ambient lighting. Now, this is the kind of thing I can do if the car is switched on, but it means that I can choose from whether it's sunflower, it's moonstone, it's volcano, or indeed automatic. And that means that when you're driving, for example, at night, and you want a little bit of the ambient lighting to perhaps match the mood or match the music, this is exactly where you can do it. If you follow People's Ford over on our various social media channels, you'll see in the coming days some in-depth reels where we show you all of these things in a little more depth. And this is one that I'm definitely going to be filming a feature on, because the ambient lighting is really, it gives it a really special touch, particularly when the nights are drawing in and the sunsets are very vibrant here in this part of the world, and the ambient lighting really does add to that. So it's another excellent feature that this all-electric Capri has. Okay, one final touch before we go, and it's going to be, rather than around here, up here. I want to see if this does this, if this can do it justice. This, get my head out of the way, is the panoramic sunroof, and it's very difficult for me to show you the scale. It's absolutely massive. So for example, it starts right about here, just about the driver's head, and it goes all the way back to the rear of the passenger seats, which I'm going to get in just a second. It is enormous. I love it because it's letting a huge amount of light into the cabin off this all-electric Capri, which if you are just joining us, I'm going to take you outside, show you what it's all about from the exterior. But this in particular, when you're outside, when you're driving, it's letting a huge amount of light into the car, and it just makes it a far more enjoyable experience, either driving it or indeed to be a passenger inside. So this panoramic sunroof, 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. I'm sure you will too. Let me jump out and show you what it's like to be sitting in the back, because this is a 5-door Capri. I'm going to take you just to a wide so you can see this. Really, really stunning car. And thank you to everyone who has joined us, whether it's been on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram. Do indeed follow People's Fords, and you'll see much more of this car in the coming days. Okay, here we are, sitting in the back. I'm going to show you what it's like, where, for example, someone like me who is officially 6 foot tall, because I got myself measured as someone who is 6 foot tall, if I'm sitting in the back of this Capri, this is how much space I have. So my knees are here and the driver's seat is there. So comfortably, and that's without even me adjusting that driver's seat, comfortable room here for someone who is 6 foot tall, which is excellent. Also, as I mentioned, that sunroof, panoramic sunroof, get my head out the way again. This is the kind of thing that I mean, where, for example, you're driving a long way, you get a huge amount of light in the cabin, which for a passenger in the back is exactly what you need, because I've spent way too long in cars where the only thing above your head is fabric, whereas here it's a beautiful glass sunroof. So really top marks for this in the Capri. So So loads of space in the back. There are 10 different sets of speakers around the car, which is also adding to that sort of ambient feel. If we've got the tunes on up front, then I'm hearing it loud and clear in the back as well. Okay, we're going to head outside to show you one more of the exteriors. Although I do realise that I think I might have I locked the car? Have I locked myself in? Good thing I have the keys on me. I can unlock it and let me out for myself. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, then get yourself along to a People's Ford or a People's dealership. We're here in Edinburgh, but of course there are ones in Falkirk. There's ones in Liverpool as well. Get yourself along and get a test drive of this car. I'm going to see if I can get my glamorous assistant to come and help me out this car, because I've inadvertently locked myself in the back with the, I believe it must be the child lock feature, which is a really good feature from Ford, which means that only the driver is able to unlock the passenger's side seats, and that means that we avoid any unfortunate accidents or children jumping out too soon. But yes, if my glamorous assistant can come and let me out the car, that would be very, very useful. But whilst I'm here, I'm going to show you some more of what the car can do, because it's exactly the kind of thing where, as someone who is, for example, running things, or you're taking kids to school. Oh, the door is open. Thank you very much. We're out of here now. But it's exactly the kind of feature that you want your car to have, which is safety first, making sure that, yes, if children are eager to jump out the car and run inside, you're only going to do it when the driver has allowed you to do that. So thank you, glamorous assistant. Okay, we're going to take you back to the exteriors of the car. If you do have any questions, put them in the chat. Let me know what you think of this all-electric Ford Capri. Starting again at the rear, and then I'm also going to point you in the direction of this Ford Power Promise. It's such an incredible offer. I will remind you of it. This is what the rear of the car looks like. I think it's absolutely stunning. We've got our 21-inch alloy wheels down here. If I take you on a panoramic view around the back of the car, there's the Capri badge, there's the Ford badge. And then around this side here, give you as wide a shot as I can. There we go. And then we'll go around the front. So with the Ford Power Promise, it's one of the most incredible offers I've ever heard, which is if you buy, for example, this all-electric Ford Capri, you will get a free Wallbox home installation charger. And that means you can charge this from home rather than having to rely on public chargers. You also get up to 10,000 miles of free charging credit, plus either 5 years servicing and roadside assistance, or £500 saving on the car. Now that is Ford's Power Promise. It is all about making you all electric ready, that you are essentially confident that you can just take this car home. You can charge it from home. You can drive it with that peace of mind. And it's getting you ready for that all-electric change. It's making it affordable, making it convenient. So Ford's Power Promise, it is not to be missed. So make sure you continue to look into that. There will be more reels on that to come, by the way, just in case you're joining us and you're thinking, what on earth was that? It is Ford's Power Promise, and it's all about this beautiful car here, the all-electric Ford Capri. If you are just joining us, we are here at People's Ford in Edinburgh. Do let me know where you are. People's in Falkirk, there's People's in Liverpool. If you're looking at this car and thinking, you know what, I would love to take that for a test drive, I would love to come and see it in person, you can. And if you do it over this weekend, it is our Easter savings event, and that means if you buy any new or used car, you get a choice of a People's Perk, and that is either a dash cam, it is an overnight stay for 2, or it's a gift voucher at the likes of Amazon or Tesco. So another reason to come down and check out this car for yourself. I'm going to get out of the way and you can have a look at the front of this car, which I think is absolutely stunning. It is, of course, an ode to the original Capri, much loved in the 70s and 80s. And in Ford's words, this is what they believe the Capri would have evolved into had the production continued from there on. Do let me know what you think in the chat. This is in a stunning yellow. We have it in a white here in Edinburgh as well. It does come in a range of colors. Is the yellow one for you? Or would you prefer something else? Lots of options available with this Capri. Over to the side here, let me highlight a couple other features. Once again, it's the ergonomic aerodynamic shape here, which is really going to help this to, well, essentially help you have a very smooth driving experience because it's been designed in a way that reduces drag and it still stays true to that original Capri. You can see here just the curve of the vehicle itself. As I say, it's an ode to the original Capri. Really, really lovely stuff. The headlights in particular, I'm a big fan of. They are glare-free matrix LEDs, and that means that both you as a driver, but also other drivers on the road, avoid being blinded, both by the beauty, of course, of this car, but mainly by the headlights, because I hate that feeling of when you, as you're driving along, you've been blinded by someone else. Peace of mind with the Capri, that is not an issue. All right, around to this side. Before I do that, let me remind you once again of the power promise. This means that with the all-electric Capri, of course, you can come along here, you can scan that QR code, find out more. But with this car, you get a free home charger, a wall box charger that is installed for you. You get your 10,000 miles of free charging credit and up to 5 years free servicing and roadside assistance, or indeed a £500 saving. Come in to People's Ford and you can find out more. But that to me is as good an offer as you will hear on any car from any brand, potentially any year ever. It really is a fantastic offer for what is a fantastic car. All right, we're going to bring this to a close in the next few minutes. If there are any questions, please do let us know what you think. People's Ford dealerships are in Edinburgh, Livingston, and Liverpool. You can find out more there. And you can do so at peoplesford.co.uk. Let me take you around the side again. As much as the 5-door Capri is a head turner, to me, it's the taillights that really, really do the job. If you want to come and see more, or come and see it for yourself, People's Ford dealerships in Edinburgh, in Livingston, and in Liverpool. Come and see this Capri for yourself, rather than just hear me talk about it and talk about how good a car it is, both to look at, but also to drive. Do it for yourself, and you'll see exactly what it is that makes this car so special. Beyond just the fact that it's the Easter savings event and Ford's power promise as well, which makes this such an enticing car to buy, particularly this weekend. So as a reminder, if you are just joining us, this is the all-electric Ford Capri. It is a stunning car, particularly in this yellow. And if you decide that this weekend is the weekend for you to buy a new or a used car from People's, it is our Easter savings event. So one more time, that means if you buy a new or a used car this weekend, up until Easter Monday, you get a choice of a People's Perk, which is either a dash cam, an overnight stay for two, at up to almost 200 hotels, or indeed a gift voucher you can spend at the likes of Amazon or Tesco, however you please. That is running until Monday. So if you have been thinking about buying a new or a used car, this is the weekend to do it. And if you were considering this beautiful all-electric Ford Capri, Ford's power promise is all about you being electric ready and being confident and comfortable with this car. And to do that, they are chucking in a free wallbox home charger installed for you, up to 10,000 miles of free charging credit, plus a 5-year servicing guarantee, roadside assistance, or indeed £500 savings on this particular car. It is as convincing, as fantastic an offer as you will find, particularly for this beautiful, beautiful car. Comes in a range of colors. Do let me know what you think of this one. I really, really like it in the yellow. Ah, there we go. It's a really nice wide shot. I believe this is as wide as we can get it without bashing into other cars here in the showroom. If you want to come and see this car for yourself, we are here at People's Ford in Edinburgh. But of course, there's People's Ford in Livingston and People's Ford in Liverpool as well. And rather than just watch this through your smartphone, come and see it in person. Sit behind the driver or sit in the driver's seat, behind the steering wheel, and see what it's like for you to be driving this. Because it really is a stunning car. I know some people will say, oh, yeah, it's not the Capri of 40 years ago. It's not the Capri of 50 years ago. Yeah, it was nearly half a century ago. Times have changed. Times have moved on. And this is the future of the Capri. In Ford's own words, it's what they believe the Capri would have evolved into over time. And it's hard to disagree that this is a really stunning piece of, well, road, a piece of road work, a thing that you can drive on the road. It really is stunning, and I would love for you to come and check it out for yourself, because this, with the offers of the Easter savings event, with Ford's Power Promise, it is now as good a time as ever to come and buy or come and check out this car and see what it would be like if you were the one sitting behind this steering wheel and sitting in the driver's seat. This is what it looks like if you're a passenger, you're stepping inside. This is the all-electric Ford Capri if you are just joining us. Plenty of legroom and some extra space down there I can see as well. If you are jumping in the back of the Capri, there's my notebook with all my numbers in it. Really, really spacious, very luxurious as well. A reminder of the boot space. Talked about this earlier, but I'll remind you that this is 572 litres. What does that mean? It's about 4 airport luggage sized suitcases. It's really, really sizable. And once again, I'm going to sit just so you can see it. Just me sitting right at the very edge, touching right to the back. That to me is 4 big suitcases you're taking to your next holiday destination. So loads of room here. And this, by the way, is also where you could store your charger cable. So there's like an extra compartment under here, which I really, really like. And that's nice and easy to put back together. Press the button here to close it. It really is beautiful from the back. Once again, the all-electric Ford Capri. Couple more views for you. Once again, if you're sitting in the rear seats, this is what it looks like. Let the lighting adjust as well. Loads of room. Once again, very luxurious. We've got 10 different speakers placed around the car. So if indeed you are enjoying the tunes, enjoying the drive, this is exactly the car for you. And then one final time, if you are behind the wheel of this all-electric Ford Capri, this is what it looks like. Loads of room, very luxurious. You've got your 14.6-inch touchscreen right in the middle, EV route planning, as well as a host of other features, which, if you want to find out more, you can either follow People's Ford on social media, various pages and channels that we have, because over the next few days and weeks, we will be showing you more of these features in real form, rather than just as a live, or even better, come and visit People's Ford, either here in Edinburgh, or in Livingston, or in Liverpool, and rather than simply watch me show you the driver's seat, come and get in the driver's seat of this Capri, which with Ford's Power Promise, it's as good a time as ever to go electric. One final time, because I know some people have just joined. This is Ford's Power Promise. It's designed to get you all electric ready. And what it's covering, as I'll show you down here, is a free home charger and installation when you buy the car, up to 10,000 miles of free charging credit, and 5 years free servicing and roadside assistance, or a £500 saving on the car. That is Ford's Power Promise. It's designed to make going electric as affordable, as convenient, and as enjoyable as possible. All right, we're going to bring this live stream to a close. Thank you all very, very much for watching. My name's Colin. We have been here at People's Ford in Edinburgh. This is the all-electric Ford Capri. Do come down and check out the car for yourself. If ever you are considering a time of buying a new or a used car, Easter weekend is the weekend to do it, because it is our Easter savings event. And that means if you buy a new or a used car between right now and the end of Monday, Easter Monday, you get a People's Perk, which is either a dash cam, it's an overnight stay for 2, or it's a gift voucher that you can spend at the likes of Amazon or Tesco. And as I've just mentioned, with the likes of this all-electric Ford Capri, Ford's Power Promise, which you can find out more, peoplesford.co.uk, means you get your free home charger installed, up to 10,000 miles of free charging credits, 5 years servicing and roadside assistance, or £500 saving on this brand new car. It really is the best time possible to buy this. Please do come down, check it out for yourself. People's Ford Edinburgh, People's Ford Livingston, or People's Ford Liverpool. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see you again next time. Bye.